So if you've been on social media the past few days or week or so, then you probably know about the Starbucks Unicorn Frappucino. And unfortunately, for health reasons, I can no longer eat dairy or sugar, and gluten too, but that's not in the thing anyways. So I've been like really bummed that I couldn't try the Unicorn Frappucino, so I'm gonna make my own. It's not exactly like vegan, I use some yogurt. Some people will consider this like dairy. It's part of my diet. I'm okay to eat yogurt because it's like the good kind of dairy, but you can leave out the yogurt if you want. I haven't tried this yet, but I hear that it's like mango flavored and like kind of sour. So I have fresh mango, some fresh berries. It's like this fuchsia pink color, so I'm gonna try and like mix the berries enough to make the color. I have frozen almond milk cubes that I made because I knew that I was gonna be doing this. And yeah, I'm just like gonna try and use as much natural sugar as possible and no dairy other than just like a little bit of the yogurt, which I'm gonna try and make that like blue swirl out of. So yeah, I'm experimenting with this. You guys are watching as I figure this out. Let's see how it works. Okay, so I have a magic bullet. That's what I usually use to make like smoothies and stuff. And it works pretty well. So I guess I'm just like gonna start out with popping some of these almond milk cubes. I'm gonna start with, let's try 4. I'm gonna start with 4. And now I have my mango. I'm gonna slice it up into like cubes so that it'll work best. So with a mango, I'll take this stick. No. So with a mango, you actually want to cut like sideways so that you don't hit that like pit. So you get like one cheek and then a second cheek. And you can like go in and like cut here too, but I don't think I'm gonna need like a whole lot, so maybe I'll just do that later. Okay. Also, you really want like a ripe mango because unripe mangoes are not very good and not sweet at all. But I mean, this drink is supposed to be kind of sour anyways, so if it's kind of not fully sweet, it's not the end of the world, but you do want some of that sweetness. Okay, so I'm just gonna, oh yeah, what I did is I scored it like across both ways, and I just kind of like scooped the cubes into my bullet. Scoring it and cubing it like this makes your life so much easier. And you end up getting as much mango as possible. Here's 1/2 of the mango. There's a pretty good amount of mango in there. I definitely do still want to get some of that berry flavor just to like kind of sweeten it up. So next I'm going to go in with raspberries. And again, I really want like that fuchsia color, not just like a natural fruit color. It has to look like pure unicorn sugar dust. So that's why I have some of the blueberries. When you blend blueberries, they actually turn more purple, so I'm hoping that the purple will kind of help add some more pink tone to it. Okay. I just realized I have no liquid. This isn't gonna blend very well without any liquid. Maybe I'll do like a dollop of the yogurt and maybe a little bit more almond milk. So I'm experimenting. I have no idea if any of this is gonna work at all or taste. See, I haven't been able to taste the actual Starbucks drink, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be close. All I need to know is if it's good, I guess. If this ends up tasting good, then... Okay, so I'm gonna... See, I won't be able to fit anything else in there. I'm gonna pour a little bit of liquid. Okay, so because I didn't have any liquid in here because I froze the almond milk, usually I'll like freeze one of the fruits or something, but I was trying to be clever and freeze the almond milk, and it kind of worked against me, so I'm gonna have to use a little extra almond milk to make sure that things move around and blend. And I'm just gonna give this like a first blend and see if we're even close. smoothie, it does not look like that disgustingly fuchsia color. But I want that disgustingly fuchsia color. And I could cheat and add food coloring, but actually I can't because I don't have any. What can I do to make it more fluorescent? First I want to taste it though. Let's see how it tastes. Wow, that's sour. It's really good, but it's really sour. Oh, that's so good. So I guess this is what happens when you can't really add anything too sweet because you're on a no sugar diet. It's really sour, but it's so good. It tastes so fruity. It's just not the right shade. It's basically a smoothie. I've just made a really good smoothie. I don't know what to do from this point. I'm gonna leave this here for a minute. I feel like if I boil the blueberries, maybe? I know that at some point blueberries will turn purple. I think it's like if you cook them, maybe? I feel like it'll make them sweeter too if I cook them. I'm gonna cook some blueberries. This is weird. Okay, here I go. Okay, so I just added a little bit of water into a small pan. I'm gonna use a few handfuls of blueberries. I don't want to use the whole thing. Ooh, look, here's some purpley ones. I'll toss those in. I don't want to use the whole box in case this messes up and I still need more blueberries. But I feel like this will accomplish something. I think this will help with the sweetness too, right? It's like when you're making a pie and you kind of like, it's almost like making jam or something. I don't know, I'm just messing around here. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Okay, so we're making some progress here. You can see that like the water and stuff is turning purple. Just like a little hint of lavender. So I'm gonna keep cooking and stirring. I'm glad I didn't put too much water in because I don't want this to be super watery. I feel like I'm making like cranberries for Thanksgiving or something. I feel like beets would be another good option to get like that really bright, crazy color. Because if you boil beets, they turn like magenta, right? Okay, I'm just gonna strain this little, what's in here, into our mixture. That looks so pretty. Yeah, that's much more purpley. So I think that combined into what we have might work. Okay, so I have a little strainer sitting on top here and I'm just gonna do this. The only problem is that this is really hot and we have a very cold drink, so it might like start to melt what we do have. Did that add anything? I feel like I needed more liquid. It looked like I had so much in here, but it's like sticky, so it's not just like... Okay, I'm just gonna try pushing it down. Oh, okay, we're making some progress. Cranberries might also be another good thing color-wise. I don't have cranberries and this drink is already sour enough. Cranberries are very sour unless you add a lot of sugar to them, but that's exactly what we don't want. Just trying to get all the liquid out. Do you think this is gonna work? It's really good. It's almost like cranberry jam, cranberry jelly or something. Not cranberry, blueberry. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's see if this helps with the color. It does look more fuchsia. It looks more fuchsia. Now it's really watery though because it's been sitting here and I just added something hot into it. So I'm gonna do another almond milk cube. I was afraid that like too much almond milk would take away the flavor, but when I tasted it, it was still very flavorful. So I think we're good on that front. And just because things are blending so well, I'm just gonna add the rest of this melted blueberry. Okay, I don't hate the color. Again, this is basically just a smoothie now because there's no like milk like you'd use in like a milkshake, which is basically what a Frappuccino is. But what do you expect when you're like mixing fruit and, I don't know, liquids? I don't know why I'm smelling it. It doesn't smell like anything. Still tastes really good. I feel like it does taste a little bit sweeter now, so that's good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. The color isn't like as cartoony as the original drink, but I think this is the closest I can get without using anything like food dye, which you totally can. If you really want like that super pink drink, I would probably add like maybe a little bit more blue, like with some food dye, to just make it slightly more purple, but this is a nice healthy pink. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the freezer just to kind of let it firm back up a bit, cool off, and then I'm gonna work on that blue drizzle thing that I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, so I'm gonna be using yogurt for the blue drizzle just because I feel like the texture is the closest that I can get without like using an icing or frosting or whatever. And it's supposed to be sour, and yogurt kind of already has that sour taste, so I'm gonna add a little bit of lime. So literally I've heard that it is like so super sour, so I'm not holding back on the sourness. I'm not afraid. Adding some lime. And now how do I make it blue? I don't know. Again, I'm gonna go back to the blueberries. They're like a very dark blue and they don't really blend to the color, but it might be the closest I can get. Okay, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Now it's turning purple! I wish this was the color of my actual drink. Oh, it's not mixing at all, but... This really isn't working because there's no liquid. But it's like the perfect shade of purple now! Ugh! This unicorn drink is challenging me! What am I doing with my life? I want to blend this and add this into the other drink. Trusty almond milk. Make it blend. So this is a really pretty fuchsia color now. It's really pretty. Still not neon fluorescent like the actual drink, but I don't think you can achieve that level of neon with natural fruits. That was just a bite of plain yogurt basically. Oh, with the lime in there too. Woo! Sour. I don't know. This has become more difficult than I thought it would be. I feel like I'm just gonna call this a beautiful pink smoothie and call it a day. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that I can get that blue drizzle without using like blue icing, which is what I've seen like a few people do. Like, just kind of give up and use the icing. And if you want to do that, you don't really need a tutorial on that. You just find blue icing and line your cup with it. So I think I'm just gonna drink my smoothie. But first I'll pour it into a cute cup. Layer this in. A sour layer at the bottom. Wow, these are two completely different colors. Let's see if I can make like an ombre. The whole thing is staying like that pastel color. That's so weird. Well, this is pretty, and that's my accomplishment. Hey, it's actually really pretty. So basically what you do is you make two different things, and you carefully pour them into each other, and it's not a unicorn frappuccino. So I'm kind of scared to try it now because the straw is going to go straight to that sour part. Oh man, that's so good. Somehow the two things like blended together made it just right. I wouldn't normally put lime like in a smoothie type thing, especially since it was supposed to be a Frappuccino. But all the flavors really work well together. It doesn't taste particularly mango-y. It just tastes sour, but like a really nice fruity sour. So I did not get my Unicorn Frappuccino, and by the time I'm able to eat sugar again, it'll be long gone from Starbucks. This is really good. Thanks for watching me fail as I tried to make a healthy Unicorn Frappuccino. I guess it just can't be done naturally. No shame on Starbucks for like making a super sugary drink. I would totally be drinking it if I could. But I'm happy with my little pastel ombre smoothie. So yeah, thanks for watching, and like this video if you, I don't know, if you're a unicorn. I don't know, comment below if you have like any ideas of how you would do this well, because I am open to ideas on how you would do this, like not this, but like the actual Unicorn Frappuccino without using like sugar and dairy. Because this was my idea and it failed. Bye!